Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Uh. Ba-da-da-da. All right, let us do it. I'm playing a little bit of a try-hard deck right now, doing, you know, cube block. Not super try-hard, but try-hard enough, you know. It is a season for points, so if you're looking to try and make it to next year's World Championship, you have to begin grinding the points now.
I must protect the wild. Your soul shall be mine.
Against Druid, what are the best things to keep? We want to cheat out big minions, right? If he's aggro Druid, we'd love to have the coil, but we don't know if he's aggro Druid or not. It's pretty tough to tell. I haven't been playing lately, so I'm not sure which is more popular. Let's see. Jade Druid is more popular than aggro Druid currently, so I'm not going to keep the coil from the information that I can gather at the moment. So I'm just going to try and cheat out big minions against my opponent. Hopefully. We're going to find out right now if he's aggro Druid or not. We don't have a spectacular hand versus aggro Druid at all, and being the cube variant makes it a little bit worse for us if he's aggro Druid. But he is Jade. Even if I had coil right now, I'd rather be tapping, use my mana more efficiently, and then can always coil later. So it's better just kind of get more minions, or more chances at finding your giants and stuff by cycling it back. Having to shuffle already. It's pretty dicey if he doesn't have any draw in his hand. Should we assume that he's good enough to know that and assume that he has draw in his hand, or should we assume that he's bad? Let's see. It's like asking if he's on rock level or if he's on paper level. It's probably not on scissors level. Well, if I tempo the 3/4, he has to kill it. He has coin, he's looking to try and coin Nourish. This may interrupt that. That's splendid. Yeah, that would have been cool if Frozen won. 2 world champions from Michigan that lived really close to each other. Would have been sweet. Target's something that cost 4. Might not even cost 4 because he bounced over hero power after. It could be Wrath hero power. It's definitely a targeted spell. He's gonna use it anyway. Ooh, the Spellstone. Wow, getting that out of him so early is splendid. Drew one of those jade idols. I'm not so afraid of his silence at the moment. You would keep silence, he didn't keep any cards. He could have silenced instead of this play, so I think it's not super likely he hasn't. And it's worth the risk. Because it's just so powerful when it activates, yeah.
What to do?
I would like another one of these.
Darkness rises.
Let's withdraw first. We do technically only have a limited time to kill him, right? Because eventually the Jades go infinite. So we have to pressure him a bit aggressively, but I think Void Lords can still get the job done. We don't need to transform him into Doom Guards and try and be super aggressive like that. 3/9 is still just a lot of stats.
Sweet essence.
We can get a 2 and a 3 and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the foil.
I wonder. Fades.
Or we could try and Hellfire. Hellfire Coil. Hellfire Coil is probably better, right? We put less damage. Nah, we put about the same damage, don't we? If I go here... No, that doesn't change anything. So we have either the Hellfire or the Defile.
Almost out of time.
This is a 6 right now, so this goes 6 and then 7 at the moment. So I don't think I want that. I think I want to do the Hellfire. Because 6 and then 7 is too much, right? They're pretty close. Getting the Giant's nice. The Giant's going to really help us be able to pressure. We needed either Giant or weapons. We could actually get some hitting power on the board. How did I like the Champion Brawl? I actually didn't get to play it too often. I played it like twice. I didn't have a computer with me. But the nostalgia was obviously great. It's really cool that they can actually do that. Seeing that Blizzard has the ability to let us play with unnerved cards is kind of interesting, right? It makes me wonder what else they have the ability to do and what kind of features they might be cooking up for the future. Some cool unnerved cards, game modes and stuff could be coming out maybe, I don't know. They have the technology. It's exciting, right? Lico1835 just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. He's really far from ultimate, being only at 7 mana this turn. It's ridiculous. The Druid's at the same mana total as me. Druid's cards are shit. They need to be at better mana. So we should be winning most of the time. The Fandrel's something to respect, but the other minion, I couldn't really care less. Could have went with the smaller spellstone and traded in some Voidwalkers, but every little bit of damage kind of does matter. He's already used 1 Spreading Plague, so I'm not in too much fear of the 2nd Spreading Plague. As well as with the Hellfire still in hand, we can make quick work of it. What would you aim at this? A 3/5 that costs 4 or less. Rat Cycle 1? Spellstone hero power. That's a weird Spellstone hero power again. Why would you kill that? Maybe he does have Spreading Plague in his hand, he's setting it up for next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna trade out some of these big walkers. He's just odd in his last play, so let's not get punished by that. I guess we should tap. So I'm gonna just keep this guy up. I don't like it only being at 5 health. I don't like leaving things in the cube. I don't want to try kill him next turn. We just might be able to do that. If he doesn't have taunt, one Doom Guard just kills him. Who did I vote on to win Worlds? Well, originally I voted on purple. After, well, because I lived with him for a really long time, we've been good friends for years, so I was really hoping he would be able to take it. He helped me take it in 2014. And then after purple was eliminated, I changed my vote to Frozen, because Frozen had a really cool lineup and is from Michigan, where I'm from. Actually lives like 20 minutes down the road. When my power goes out and I need to stream or make YouTube videos, I go to Frozen's house. So, for the Michigan pride.
Gul'dan versus Ayev. None can escape my fury.
Against Rogue. I believe this is another matchup where you want to cheat out big minions. The Mountain Giant goes up in value on the coin because they can't coin Vilespine it. But it's still not amazing compared to some of the other cards. The thing you want the most, of course, is the Skull. Other than that, you know, Possessed Lackey like normal. Defile's kind of like in the okay range. Coil's in the okay range. The Spellstone is quite powerful. When kept in conjunction with a Librarian is really good, but alone is not so great. That's kind of where we're at. Hellfire is okay, but some of the higher ranked players will be able to play around the Hellfire and 4 a little bit better. And it's pretty good. We have the Lackey and we have Spellstone, and like Mixtress is okay to stall into the Lackey on 4, coining it out, of course. I'm not sure if of course, but I think it's likely we'll coin it out. No 1-drop from our opponent who kept 2 cards, which often indicates that we're going to have to face down Keleseth. 2-2 tries to trade with Keleseth, but it's not a happy trade, but it's about as happy as we can get. No, you can't change your votes for packs, but like you can just change who you're cheering for in the crowd. You can't cheer for someone who's not in anymore. To be honest though, when I was in the crowd, there's a sign making station, and you can make a sign to cheer for who you think is going to win. And so Tice isn't in the tournament, but Kalento's in the tournament, and people call Tice Kalento. So for about 35 minutes or so, I was at the sign making station making signs that read "Go Tice" and handing them out in the crowd. So I guess technically that's the player I supported the most at the event.
in charge now.
If we hit the file off this, is pretty sick. If not, it's okay.
Sound effects.
I think his other kept card might be Corridor Creeper. So that's why I wanted to play this turn, just in case we decide to spellstone it. Might have been a mistake though. Might have been better to tap to disallow it and then try and coin this into then 1-drop plus the spellstone. My Ginge just subscribed. Welcome back, Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Wow, backstab. For a 2/2. The other kept card could be Corridor Creeper, it could be Spellbreaker. We may never know, but I'm ready to find out.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Statistically, we're doing okay right now. If Spellbreaker comes down, we're a little sad, but it's not the end of the world for us. We hit a Hellfire or something, we're just in a great position still.
There once was a man from Gilbert.
Nothing comes down and we're doing great. He doesn't even like to kill it his last one. Oh, now I get Void Lord every time. So we didn't have Spellbreaker last turn, so we can cube it and sit it, or we can faceless it. Since we have the faceless, I like facelessing it. That being said, even if we didn't have the faceless here, I would just cube and sit it. He didn't Spellbreaker it last time. I ain't scared. He drew 2 cards, but whatever. We still get the 1/3s and a 4/6. You know, it's not bad. And we force him to have to play Spellbreaker, otherwise 2 pop out. So seeing him Shadow Step it and deal with it and not Spellbreaker either of them indicates to me that it's unlikely he has Spellbreaker. That being the case, it's likely this cube's pretty good. If he Spellbreaker File Spines it, then that's a bummer. Still have no idea what the kept card is.
Magic shall not save.
Kept card wasn't Spellbreaker. We lost a 3/5 worth of tempo doing this. And forced our opponent to commit 4 mana into playing Spellbreaker. It's not the worst case. With the payout of, if he doesn't have it, we win the game. The other plays just were not good. I guess we could have tempoed out Umbra.
Quickly.
Corridor Creep with the kept card, yeah. Well, let's start getting these up for sure. I don't think I need to tap. I'm a little afraid of the damage we're going to be taking over the next few turns. And I just want to live to turn 10. If we play this on 10, the game is over, so... Not having an AoE is a bummer, but I think we can actually make it with just our life pool. Thanks to the Spellstones especially.
There is a method to my madness.
Truth is found in death. Truth is found in death.
Well, that's unlucky.
This one will prove very useful. Probably.
I think we win that game most of the time. Thought we did it fine. Spellbreaker Rip and the Kel'Seth Shadow Step Kel'Seth Army of Dead was a bit unlucky. Good old Army of Dead. Okay. Let's try and remain a little positive.
Versus Gul'dan.
The Warlock versus the Warlock.
I am your nightmare.
We're not a particularly strong deck for the Warlock Mirror, since we are running a cube version with no twistings or siphons. We have limited removal, so the fatiguing plan is something that's really effective against us and something that we can't really do ourselves. So we need to kind of aggressively get Doom Guards out, all that kind of stuff. Skull being the best card, as it is in almost every matchup. Lackey being probably number 2 in the matchup. It's just Skull, Lackey, Giant kind of stuff that are good. Faceless is kind of a part of that, but not till a bit later. We could try and save it to power up the Spellstone, but we're the best when we rip the Spellstone when we play it. But this makes it so we can thin our deck faster if we hit like another one to play on 3 with a tab. I don't know. Challenge there, 2 1s, 2 2s. I don't think buffing the Spellstone is super important in the matchup. Some matchups, like against Rogue, buffing the Spellstone is crazy important. This isn't one of those matchups. If I didn't have Giant, I'd probably just drop this on 4, hoping that I can just find a Lackey. Warlock currently doesn't run Shadow Bolt in the current metagame, so it has real time killing 3/4s if it has no board going into turn 4. So, if we do find Lackey, it might even still be good just to tempo it out. Yeah, I think it's fine. They need Hellfire Coin Coil or Spellstone Coin Coil. Both are unlikely. And both take up an entire turn, and then I just play the Giant the next turn, and I get an extra tap in that way. But yeah, without the top deck of Lackey, of course, I'd just go Giant into Faceless, you know. This is quite powerful. Like, you can see they pointed the Spellstone. So they have Spellstone Coil, and they decide to go with Giant instead. Because it's just too slow for them to do that, right? So now I get to get this off. Now it gets the Void Lord, makes the guys. Now we just ignore the Giant forever and go face. They're running Giants as well, which means they probably have cubes, which means they don't have twistings. Which means it's not going to be a fatigue matchup. One of us is going to kill each other. Whoever's going to get board control is going to be able to snowball it. Doom God. Yeah, we're gonna Faceless the shit out of that.
Almost out of time.
So yeah, this is why I played Umbra on 4 instead of Mountain Giant. After I drew the Possessed Lackey. 5, 10, 13, 16. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Haste makes waste.
I wonder.
Yes. Oh, yes. They'll serve me now.
And take it on.
Gul'dan versus Maiev.
Rogue.
None can escape my fury.
Your soul shall be mine.
We want the weapon, of course. Best card in the deck. With the weapon, you want demons to play. Got that. With demons to play, you want Faceless or Cube plus Dark Pact. We have Dark Pact we could keep in anticipation of finding the cube. Could more mulligan aggressively for the Faceless or the cube. Coil is okay. Going second is pretty good, right? No, it's okay. Turn 3 we could look to try and coil, because they play 1-drop, right? Then we come up, we can coil their thing, and then we can tap on turn 2. Yeah, coil going second is a lot better. As long as their 1-drop isn't Firefly, we can coil it and just cycle it. We obviously want to find Void Lord and Faceless. Those are the big things, but I don't mind the Doom Guard. Like, it's just something to come out of the weapon. We want more and more things. No 1-drop makes our coil feel silly. It's not a bad card in the matchup, though. It finds targets and sets up our Defiles when we have it. Hellfire's okay. Giant's pretty bad at this moment. We're gonna dump our hand a lot with the weapon and playing demons.
Trust the pirate's code.
2 patches. If we tap, we overdraw, so let's not do that. Not under all that much pressure. Holds the patches. Means Vile Spine, right? Potentially a Vile Spine. Okay. It's not that pretty of a weapon turn, but it seems better than just playing Mountain Giant. Even though Vile Spine's unlikely because they have to go backstab Vile Spine. It's still just like not pretty.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Good demons are hard.
We want to try and maximize our draw. Try and find demon. So we could like Spellstone Coil to get an extra draw rather than Hellfire. We could trade Coil. We could Defile Double Coil. Defile Double Coil gives us the most draw. None of our plays develop. Defile Double Coil uses the most resources. We currently have boards, so we're not actually that scared about it. We do 1 damage to our Doom Guard, and we do 3 more, so 4. So it's at 3 health, which is fine. I just want to find a demon. There's a demon. Because if we hit a demon there, we win, right? Drawing towards 3 demons, having 2 draws is a lot better than having 1. Yeah. We knew that was coming.
This one will prove very useful.
And take it home. We lost from this position before, but they went Keliseth, Shadow Step, Keliseth, Shadow Step, Keliseth, Army of the Dead, pull Leroy, and 4 other minions. So I think most of the time we do pretty well from this position. And as I say that,
Your magic shall not save you.
I'm getting unlucky in these spots, man. Okay. We do have a lot of healing. Just need a cube. Burst is around 7, I would put it at. I'm not gonna play around Leroy Shadow Step in this spawn, yeah? It's a little absurd. Bone Mare is a real thing that can push damage. So we should likely try and clean up the board. So I want to use my Dark Pack to really heal. That's pretty iffy. We have a weapon, so this is a 3/3 charger. Okay. Just gotta take that, I think. Something like that.
Truth is found in death.
Oh god, Army of the Dead again. No, they haven't played Lich King yet.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
We start with the tap. There we go. We definitely want to heal some, I think. Because we get a free Void Lord. So, I think we can win from this position thanks to the free Void Lord. 6 health brings us up to 17, which is enough. We'll take an extra Kadra too. We have this heal combo too, which is nice.
This one will prove very useful.
Smart moves. I concede.
Alright. This is a close one, but we made it. The double spell break. Alright. We lost rank 313. Detroit area code. Now we're 314.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Warlock Mirror. Warlock Mirror. None of these are the skull. Spellstone doesn't do a lot in the matchup. Hellfire does almost nothing. Darkpack's a combo card that's pretty good in the mid to late, but not in the early game, of course. Looking for Skull and Giant mainly. Possessed Lackey, you know, up there as well. Going first, Librarian's pretty good because you can just play it on one. Get that cycle going. You save it in some matchups to trip your Defile. Not in this matchup because you don't care about that. There's going to be enough crap on the board by the mid game anyway that Defile will work. So it's not really good for that. And sometimes you save it to buff your Spellstone, but not in this matchup. Oh shit, it's Zoo. Everything is out the window. We should have saved this to trip the Defile now. I haven't seen Zoo in a long time. I feel like we're above average in the matchup. But I don't know. Do I have a deck code for this Warlock? This is standard Q block. I do not have the deck code, but I can get it one. Here. Here's the deck code. No. The paste is weird. Jesse V54 just subscribed. Welcome back, 18 thing man. Appreciate the support. Double Defile is a hell of a combo. Ooh, we can save this, and now we have another guy to trip our Defile. I think he's probably doing well with Zoo right now, not because Zoo is good, but because no one expects the Zoo. One, two, three, four. 3, 4, 5. I want to challenge his thing. My other plays don't contest this one fine. I don't think it's enough pressure for me to start panicking yet. Okay. Ooh, that's good with the mistress. Being at 2 health, it doesn't die to 4 or 5 deal 1 to all guy. Pretty good. Eight plus 5 is 13. 5 plus 0 is not 13. Yeah, the strong turn. What's in the box? I don't want to die to just Doomguard, obviously. So I need to either heal with Umbra and Mistress, or I need to Doomguard and kill the 5/5.
Almost out of time.
use these two together to clean up the 5-5. I think he wants to coin Bone Mare. If he coins Bone Mare on this, he may choose to ignore this. If he ignores that, we might just be able to make something happen. He wants to trade 2-1 into 8-2, coin Bone Mare, and 5-5, go face. And then we just, we can drop Lackey and hope for that, or we could try and maybe cube the 2-2, which then will bring back 2 more, which then heals us for 8 immediately. And then it's 2 more inside of it. No coin Bone Mare. So that trade's available for us if he has no second Voidwalker. Second Glacial Shard. These Glacial Shards, man. They've really been getting me.
So many
In order to not die to
possibilities.
Doomguard, we may have to Doomguard ourselves. Oh, that's so bad, man. We could try and say, I hope he doesn't have any damage. Die to Soulfire and Doomguard. Seems very sketchy.
So many possibilities.
If that Glacial Shard goes off, we could have just weaponed. Like, if this wasn't here, we just and then weapon. Oh! Lost the Void Daddy, so now we have to live till 10. We need one of these 2 Dark Packs, man. Lackey Dark Pact is amazing. Lackey Dark Pack wins game.
I wonder.
2 Dark Packs in there, so that's the plan at this point. We're just trying to live until that.
I wonder.
You are not the boss of me. Out of pride.
He did have to Doomguard.
Almost out of time.
Come on, Dark Pact. We still hit Dark Pact on the tap. Three Charger. Gives us exactly dead, huh?
This might steal.
Before Talderon, mortals.
No dice.
You win.
Nah, I don't think there's much we can do. Those Glacial Shards were just on point for him. We missed mulliganed. Just we didn't understand that he was Zoo. Make a little mental note of that, I guess, and be able to mulligan better in the future, but him being Zoo, I think we still win most of the time. Decent outs for in that Dark Pack, too. Decent outs he doesn't have both those Glacial Shards at those times. He needed... He had the double Corridor Creeper, double Glacial Shard, and the Doomguard to push after the pressure.
Be mine.
Yeah, Zoo needs to draw well to do anything. Okay. I accept that loss. He hit his good draw. We just want to find big minions to come with our skull at the moment. Hellfire's okay. A lot of times Paladin can set up a board that it goes around it really well. So it's more important, I think, to find the Defile. And the mixtures of mixtures to help you stall a little bit. Paladin is the deck that does have 1 health minions. and they will often have one health minions no matter what happens. So you can get away with just playing Librarian to help you fight for the board and still be able to activate your Defiles a lot of the time. Other matchups you want to hold it, but this one's pretty okay to just play it, I think. Can sometimes stifle the way they have to develop their early board. Chrono Cobalt just subscribed for 8 months in a row. Welcome back to Batcave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. I could make this trade for him to try and play around Coin Rallying Blade. Or I could let him have to make the trade. Play around everything else to gain 1 life. Sometimes 1 life is pretty good. Boom. Just gained 1 life. Would you look at that? Alright, we don't need to tap anymore, right? We have a curve? If we're gonna win this game, this curve's gonna need to do really good. We're gonna need time. I have cards that do things. Do I have time to let my cards do all my things? Maybe. That's what we're about to find out, huh? It's 5, right? Yeah. If I high roll the Void Lord, then we just win because we get 2. One out of 3. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do something wacky. Like Faceless Sire, Doomguard, and then Dark Pact it. Oh no. Oh. Pretty good turn 5. Hey, we got a chance. Not too bad. Good turn 6. His deck's doing what it's supposed to do. My deck's doing what it's supposed to do. This is like a perfect mid-game draw. Our early game was shaky, but the mid-game draws could not be better.
Let me think.
The deck is very powerful in the mid-game.
Move quickly.
I love the symmetry here. No, don't ruin my symmetry. It's beautiful. I think I saw this painting in a museum before. Ah, you ruined it. You shouldn't have left a space, because now I can get more demon. You leave no space, I can't get no demon.
Paltry task. As you command.
I guess I should tap, huh? 3 taunts is enough to slow down this one minion. Oh yeah, man. You guys remember that 1 health at the beginning of the game? Where I didn't trade my 2-1 into his 1-1 Divine Shield? If I trade my 2-1 into his 1-1 Divine Shield, he can coin Rallying Blade, making his minion a 2-2. But if I don't make that attack, then he has to make that attack, which gains me 1 life. So I embraced the risk of coin Rallying Blade to gain 1 life, and I stabilized at exactly 1 life this game. That's kind of cool, huh? I almost lost this game on turn 2.
Reporting for duty.
I mean, I'm still not out of the woods completely, but I'm definitely, you know, the woods are starting to brighten a little.
A paltry task.
I'm a big fan of like keeping a taunt in the way, playing buffs, but at the same time, it's like killing all the Murlocs is also really good, huh? Just kill all the Murlocs. I'm scared though.
Put this apple on your head. Put this apple on your head.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't kill the Doomguard.
Reporting for duty.
Cool. Stats to trade it. Nerve-wracking. Turn 10's close though. Turn 10's close. We got 1 more of these to do. Not even Leroy Jenkins kills me. He needs Divine Favor into Leroy's stuff. So we have a pretty good chance of being able to win this one.
Reporting for duty.
The light dims, but we fight.
And this shit ended.
A bargain forged in blood and shadow. The victory is yours.
I guess you're right. The opponent did not need to take the trade with the 2-1. He could have just went face with that 1-1 Divine Shield, and that would won him the game. Because he's vulnerable to Defile the same before and after the trade, like you said. So that trade on turn 2 lost him the game. Thomas Mill 8 just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Priests.
Undo it.
The light shall
I
bring
wonder where the
victory.
priests have been.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, none of this garbage, right? We want Mountain Giant and Skull. Mountain Giant and Skull. It's pretty much all you want against Priest. Cobalt Library and Mountain Giant and Skull, I guess. Skull Gamer. The Skull allows you to put out a lot of pressure really quickly. And continue doing it forever and ever and ever. Which is a good amount to pressure. I guess it's not forever, but it's they usually die before it stops. Taldaram. Doomguard. Hopefully we can find a cube for the Doomguard. because we're gonna pull it out, and when you pull it out, you want to be utilizing it. Am I okay with the 3/3 loot hoarder, or do I want more out of this tile drum? I can use it later on my doom guards and stuff like that.
I wonder.
I think I'm going to win by just minion pressure, so I'm going to kind of tempo this out and try and play aggressively. A lot of times you can try and save tile drum for combos and other things like this, but with my current hand, I see no reason to build combos. I just want to play minions consistently, because I have consistent minion pressure. And I think that might be enough to get some work done. Save coin for Gul'dan. If I save coin for Gul'dan, I'm doing literally nothing this turn. And doing nothing seems unacceptable. Especially when I just already kind of committed to the plan. Like, I didn't hard commit. I only threw away a Tal'Daram, but I threw a Tal'Daram to force him to have to do something to remove it, which made it so he couldn't develop anything, which delayed his Kazakis now, so I think it's okay. But I don't want to be overly 100% committed to it yet, because I can definitely still, you know, divert to a combo-oriented game plan. Killing his minions seems better than leaving it alive. Since I am still on a tempo game plan, I'm going to invest 5 mana into this. If he has silence, he has silence. Eventually he's going to run out of silences. He's already used Mass Dispel. We're kind of just making him aggressively utilize resources because we have so many more resources because we have Skull pulling double minion. So I'm okay trying to exhaust him. He needs a good draw to keep up with Skull double minion. Especially with cooldown on 10. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Gotta adapt your playstyle to your draws. Or as casters would say, the texture of your hand. Which is a stupid way to say cards.
Embrace the void.
Silence and Circle going. Circle is huge to take away. Before turn 8, Circle averages 2.33 card draws for Raza Priest. So we just took 2.5 cards away from him. Pretty good. One of the ways to live longer is for them to draw less. One of the ways to make them draw less is to pressure them aggressively. Sometimes you don't have a hand that can pressure aggressively, though. We're gifted enough to get one. And I think we're taking advantage of it well. But now the pressure's starting to fizzle as he's stabilizing. If we can get a smite out of him, we can really lower his burst range. At the moment, with Radiant Elemental still active in his deck and a couple 1-mana spells, he still has above 30 burst range, so we can't outlast him. But that's going to become a more realistic opportunity in the future as if we can get some of those spells exhausted. We don't run Dirty Rats, so it's a bit more difficult for our deck, but it's always something to be looking for, especially when they use both their zeros. This is his turn 8. He wants to be playing Anduin, kind of. He has this 5/5 he would kill, though, if he plays Anduin. And Mountain Giant hits pretty hard, so I don't feel terrible playing a Mountain Giant. He's already used his silence effect, so he can't silence to his Void Lord, so he has to go through it the hard way. And if he doesn't have it, then he has to Death. And if he doesn't have Anduin or Death, then we're about to find out, and he's going to have to start eating some giant hits, or he's going to have to Psychic Scream, which is one of his most potent resources, and would make it so that our Void Daddy's not dead, so that this is going to bring back Doom Guards. So, the opportunity to potentially force a Psychic Scream is very appealing to me.
Do you like to play with fire?
Let the pain
You gonna ignore it?
speak to me.
Oh, he's got the Death. Isra getting that circle out of his hand is great. Circle and silence being gone. His Potion of Madness. But circle and silence being gone really good here. He could have gotten more cards, you know? Circle would have been at least one card. If he has Cleric in this situation, getting that circle out of his hand saved us 6 cards from him having, you know? Like, that's a lot. Eight, 6 dice to Lash. Plus Dragon Fire, but that's about it. We can heal it with the cube. We walk in a spot where Anduin starts getting more dangerous. All the silences are gone. We could sit it inside a cube, laying in wait. I don't know. I think he might have would have Anduin instead of this garbage, but he did draw a lot of cards, so he might have Anduin now. Definitely tap. Alright, we have reload of Giant Faceless. Do I want to cube now, or do I want to play... Alright, so if I cube now, I lose 2 cards. Giant goes up to 6, I draw 1, it goes down to 5. So we need to face this because we can only use 1 card this turn. I want to trade this. My card draw. Otherwise he can heal it, you know. Potion of Madness is gone. Still has Binding Heal, Radiant Elemental, Smite, so he can get 32. Nah, Dragonfire. That's why I wanted to cube it, but if I cube it, I don't have the reload. There's Lash Dragonfire or Thanos Dragonfire. But yeah, we lose our reload if we do the cube play. Now we have this reload. He Anduin's. Got Blood Reaver. He doesn't Anduin, he dies. So, you know. It's okay. What if we went Giant Cube? Just play a 4/6 this turn? It has 2 giants inside of it. Is that good? It doesn't force his hand as much, but both silences are gone, so it's always something to think about, right? No Anduin still. Visions for death. Dragonfire's gone. Visions is gone, so there's no threat of like that finding additional 1-costing spells.
Blood and shadow.
Alright, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11. We set up lethal while trading, so I think we trade every time. 9 burst, huh? The argument there is we leave the Priest of the Feast alive, then maybe he pops off some cheap spells and we can unlock our other game plan, which is fatiguing him. But I've bad experiences with leaving that guy alive. I don't want to draw it later. Alright, we gotta go. We need a Doomguard. Finding a Doomguard will win us the game, man. With the Doomguard, we get 15 points of burst. Because we have the Umbra combo.
My hunger grows.
I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him to use Binding Heal. If he plays, he kills us in 2 turns. 2.5 turns. You know, he does his next turn, then 2 more turns he kills us. Like pretty much every turn.
I must feed now.
6, 7, 8.
Surrender
Oh shit. Alright, next turn's Anduin, then after turn after that he kills us. So we need to draw Doomguard so that we can play it for free next turn doing the cube combo, unleashing the fury of death on his face. And 2 Doomguards in here. Because one was returned from his psychic screen.
Is someone injured?
Oh, he glimmered some heal. He's outside the 15 burst now. We have the hero power posted, don't we? No, you can't hero power with the 15. We need to get him back under that burst range. I don't want to play the cube. Because if I play the cube, then I lose the Doomguard combo. I didn't draw Doomguard. He's going to kill me anyway. So I need to figure out some way to kill him even if we don't draw Doomguard, which might be the cube. The cube adds the most pressure, doesn't it? Yeah.
I must feed now.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
So many bloody decisions.
Now if we draw Doomguard hero power, maybe we can get there. My hero has 8.
I got the best deals anywhere.
He's gonna have he doesn't have Anduin yet still. Oh my. Now we can maybe fatigue him. He still has Radiant, Binding Heal, Smite, and the thing, so he can still do 30 at the moment, but he needs the time, so he's gonna need to have a window where he plays Anduin. Yeah, it's enough damage with Darkback, but what I was telling you guys is I didn't think I had enough time, because if he has Anduin, and there's 4 cards left in his deck, then we're going to die the turn after, almost every time. So I was trying to set up a way that I can force him to play his spells so we can fatigue him. Now he's used all of his 1-mana spells, right, except Holy Smite, so his max burst range now is 28. So if we can just stay at full health for the rest of the game, we should be able to win, because we forced him to use a Binding Heal out of fear. So now we just kind of stay at full health and coast.
Many bloody decisions.
We have this for Velen, right? And then I use this to heal up, and just stay A-okay. And I think we leave up all of his minions and just go face, right? He has no silence effects left. Unless he's running a Gadget Lyra build. I'm pretty sure he can't 30 me anymore. He can only 28 me. No, he can 32 me, can't he? He might be able to 32 me. Wait, it's 20, 28. Yeah, you get 32 me. You get 32 me. Shit. Miscalculated. We need to get him to use Smite or Radiant still. If he uses smite, then he can't kill us anymore.
I wonder.
Well, never found the Doom Guard. And when this is the last card, still gonna make it.
This one will prove very useful.
So we have 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're so close, but we cannot kill our opponent. Yet. He's gonna play Anduin now. So, if he has to play Anduin to then be able to set up to kill us, let's play things that don't die to Anduin and set up as much possible damage as we can. See if we can't just kill him. Have I seen the Glimmer card? I did. It was healing. He had the Warlock Spellstone. Used all of his silence, used all of his AoE. How can I? Circle's gone, Psychic Stream's gone, Dragon Fire's gone, Kazaka's Potion is gone, Spirit Lash is gone, Binding Heal is gone, Priest of the Feast is gone, Glimmerroot card is gone. He has Radiant Elemental, Holy Smite, Mind Blast, Anduin. The last 2 cards, I don't know. But here comes Anduin and we hope we kill him. We have 15. He goes up to 14. So unless he's got another secret healing card in there, we should have lethal.
The light has betrayed me.
I guess it depends how many hero powers he has, huh? But he can't mess up his OTK. There's Doomguard finally. I've been waiting on you forever, buddy. We had to go without you. Look, man, you're supposed to be part of this whole OTK thing. You need to show up. I'm not even gonna play you. Sit down. Now, Anduin being last card helped us out greatly. But hey, he got lucky too, because Doomguard wasn't coming for me, so... Yeah, you never know. Yeah, Velen was the last card. Warlock there.
Your soul shall be mine.
Play the skull.
And your nightmare.
We want the skull. Pretty much nothing else. Giants are pretty good. Skull's better. Skull's the best. Umbra is really good in this matchup. If you have Umbra into Lackey, you guys saw it before earlier on in the stream, it often leads to a win. If you have board control and can drop Umbra, the removal options from Warlock struggle at killing a 3-4 on turn 4. Is a zoo again. This is the second zoo I've seen. It's peculiar. So against zoo we just tempo out.
No. Trust me.
The last zoo we were playing against had double Glacial Shards and farmed us. The Glacial Shards were really good at stopping my minions. Tap on 2 is nice. Defile. That's the card. And yeah, no buff cards on 2. What are the 3 drops in Zoo? What is in Zoo? What is this? Why is Zoo being played? What's going on, man? I'm gonna look up some Zoo decks really quick. Kind of just see what's happening with Zoo nowadays. I'm gonna search for decks with Glacial Shard, assuming that that's the most popular thing, because that's what I've seen. So let's see. Normally people play Keleseth, that makes sense because he tapped on 2. The 3 drops are Councilman. Like, that's about it. Councilman and Captain. So you can expect a 2/2 patches charging out, so this trade's okay.
Almost out of time.
Either playing Captain or Councilman.
Trust the pirate's code. I'm excited.
4 drops, and they play like the Serenite Chain Gang, Spellbreaker kind of stuff. Umbra trade's pretty okay in the board, I think it's fine. I'm not going to be coining Lackey a lot of the times because I want to be defiling next turn, I think. Some percentage of the time at least. Soulfire. Dreadlord goes. A good draw. So this will set up for the Lackey really nicely, huh? They run Spellbreakers though, so I'm a little afraid of actually playing it on 5. Might just tempo cube into Lackey Dark Pact, but I don't know how much I should respect Spellbreaker. How often is Spellbreaker in Zoo at Legend? Let's ask our friendly neighborhood stat collector, HS Replay. So I'm gonna type in Spellbreaker, search for Zoo archetype, and sort by my games played in the last 3 days at Legend. Double Spellbreaker is in every Zoo deck. Okay, he runs double Spellbreaker, so we're gonna wait till turn 6 to do that. Double Spellbreaker is in every current Zoo list apparently in the last 3 days.
You are not the boss of me.
He wants to play Doomguard, right? I leave this up, Doomguard comes. I'm fine killing it, right? We have 2 Hellfires. Tempo Cube didn't seem like a very good play anyway.
Trust me.
Corey the Creeper. Are you afraid of bone mares? I want to play the skull. And this way, I pull Doomguard, cube Doomguard, kill opponent with Doomguard. I'm not gonna die at the current turn.
What mess have you summoned me to?
If he does something other than Bone Mare, this is really good, but if Bone Mare comes out, Bone Mare comes out.
There is a method to my madness.
Make 2 Doomguards, run it into it, sounds pretty bad. Make a Void Lord, get it silenced and die. Sounds pretty bad.
I wonder. Almost out of time.
Alright, let's see what happens. We may die. Spellbreaker, second Soulfire kills us. Spellbreaker in general pretty much kills us, but Meshi doesn't do Bone Mare that turn, then Doomguard's sick. We expected Bone Mare, but it still felt like my stronger play at the time. Just because the other options sucked. If we tap, we can hit Dark Pact. If we faceless this, we can trade it in, hit us for enough to kill us. So we have to tap, hit Dark Pact, make 2 Void Lords, right?
You win this time.
If we could faceless that, kill that, still die. The deck seems tough for mine to beat. Double Spellbreaker pretty strong. They didn't even have that strong of a curve. I mean, the end game curve was good.
Gul'dan versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Your soul shall be mine.
Druid. We just want to cheat out big minions. Most people have been playing Jade Druid, not Aggro Druid, as of late. Librarian's okay to thin through my deck. Mixtress is fine, just in case it's aggro. Can keep down the board, make it so I don't have to play AoEs. Like, cheating out big minions is how we beat Jade Druid, but it's already a favored matchup, so giving us a little bit of hedge is fine, I think. I want to play this first because he can't hero power it down.
Trust me.
Probably Jade Druid because he missed his turn 1. Okay, nice.
This might stay.
Tap, tap, giant. Faceless. Pretty good versus Druid. We can play this and still be able to play giant. Mana ramp into arcane time. Someone has an ultimate, huh? Yeah, it's hard to tell when they have the ultimate, because a lot of people just ramp them in a while. With limited to no thought. The giant is not spectacular, but it's also just not bad, huh? I don't hate it. How popular is Spellbreaker in Druid at the moment? There's one Spellbreaker in this Druid deck most commonly. Okay. I have no read on any of the cards in this hand. So, there's some likelihood of Spellbreaker. I think a lot of times you double draw no matter what with branching paths. I think one of them is probably ultimate because he's wild growthing up to 10. So he wants to ultimate next turn. If he doesn't invest any damage in this, it's definitely best for me to face this in. Trade cube, coin Dark Pact it. This way it heals it, then he has to trade one in, then ultimate that one. So is the coin and a Dark Pact worth health on my giant? Probably not. I'll let him ultimate that one. This is a Dark Pact's really powerful in my hand. Oh, jeez. The pressure. Make more giants. 2/8 is not a bad thing. We're not getting really great usage out of AoEs, really should normally be, but the tempo of the Arcane Tyrants has been a problem for us. If we go with the Lackey and hit Doomguard, it's pretty sad. If we go with the Lackey and hit Voidlord and it gets silenced, it's pretty sad, but it's not horrible. I hate using Dark Pact on Lackey. I want to try and kill it in other ways that's more natural. And use Dark Pact on cubes to play around silences. Especially after he's gone through this much deep in his deck, he probably has one of the Spellbreakers, so I can't just hang a cube until I see the Spellbreaker played. Interesting push. This is heavily punishing my no AoE hand. Oh god. It sets up a good trade. Dead to double swipe, but both branching paths are gone. Yeah. I didn't really like the Hellfire kill off my own giant. I like having an 8/3 in play. He's used one Spellstone. I don't know. Hopefully the 8/3 is at least a minor threat to him. Two Defiles and a Coil.
So many possibilities.
Two Void Lords and a Doomguard. You know, in the trade here, play this, coin, hit a Doomguard, or hit a Void Lord and stay alive, hit a Doomguard and die. So you get down to 6. They're dead to swipe. You didn't have double swipe. Spellbreaker swipe would kill us. Is that a reasonable amount of death? Other plays?
Almost out of time.
Spellstoning crap? Nah, I'm gonna take this risk. We're at that stage. We still may be dead, so don't celebrate yet, but this is better than the other outcome. Alright, let's go. Not dead. Well, let's heal out of being dead range. We still want to kind of respect Spellbreaker a little bit and take a train. It doesn't feel relevant to push that 3 just yet. Need to get that big Gul'dan board pumping on him. And soon. We have a Dark Pact to Umbra Cube eventually. Need to keep tapping and get towards the... Because I have no parts to big combos. Seems like he's running out of cards. And that branching pash wasn't free for him. Let's see what happens.
Darkness rises. As you command.
Tentacle. Here we go.
What do you ask of me?
Get at least a little bit of pressure going. Go down would be a good draw. This whole double swipe thing seems like we're gonna be chilling in range for a while. Eventually he's gonna ultimate me in the face and double swipe. So I'm not looking forward to that, but that is kind of the position we're in now. Emily doesn't have Spellbreaker. He's going through this guy the hard way at the moment.
Method to my madness.
Hey, it taps.
The greatest is apex.
It's spreading plague, but
A paltry
what are you gonna do?
task.
Probably is spreading plague. We could trade player on Spellbreaker. Then he doesn't have to hero power it. He uses spreading plague, then hero power 1/3. Do I care? If he Spellbreakers, he has Spellbreaker swipe kills us. He could have swipe. He might have just drawn Spellbreaker, so we will continue to play like a scared little girl. One five's never scared me anyway. Swipes scare me.
This one will be very useful.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
As you command.
We got a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5. Max burst range is 7. And we're at higher than 7. So let's get this Tepa.
As you command. A paltry task.
I was hoping to tap into Cube, Faceless, something like that. I could play this turn, that would be really good. Might have just been dumb. Might have been better to jam it on. Cause this doesn't look pretty for me at all. Yeah, I should have jammed it on. This was stupid. I gave him the opportunity for top decking this or anything. I have 1 in 5 for the cube there. Or I could get a Faceless would be okay. Of my chances of finding Doom Guards, but I think still Gul'dan last turn slightly better.
A tangled web.
And cycle for one. Why the Doomguard? Guess it doesn't matter. This scared little girl's about to win a Hearthstone game.
You win. I can rest now.
Alright, I'll put the list up really quick and then take a quick break, use the restroom, get another cup of coffee. Thanks everyone for continuing watching and supporting. We will be right back. Alright. Let's go. We've climbed over 100 ranks already. The highest rank on my friends list currently. Man, my friends suck at this game. No, I'm kidding.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul
Okay.
shall be mine.
Priest is all about pressure. If you can force them to utilize the resources that they need for the OTK combo, they can no longer OTK you because they've used these resources. So that's one of the ways you can win. The other way that you win is sometimes you pressure and they die because they don't even have the resources to use. So we want to try and hope for that outcome, but, you know, adjust as it happens. We want to try and play a giant. If the giant sticks, we want to face the giant. They run one Shadow or Death. The giant does a pretty good job of sticking. This giant costs 4, we don't want to keep another 4-drop with it. We also want to try and find the weapon, and that's about it. Just giant and the weapon. The other cards are generally not good enough. Lackey's like okay, but pretty slow. With the giant, you can sometimes on coin especially keep a 1-drop to play, just so you have something to try and force them to interact with, slow them down that way. He didn't play Cleric on 1, that doesn't mean he doesn't have it, but I'm a risk taker, so I'm going to play this. We also want it in play, because this minion in play can contest Loot Hoarder and Thalanos and things like that. That may potentially try and find him a little bit of extra damage on the board so he doesn't have to use Shadow or Death and can find some other way to kill our giant, interrupting our Faceless. And we don't want that. We don't want anything getting interrupted. We want to have a fantastic time playing our Faceless Manipulator. We want to trade. I don't really value 2 damage to his face at the moment. I'm afraid of Cabal Talon Priest as well as Power Word Shield, trade, stuff like that that gets him crap in play. The purpose of this 2-1 was to die. And it's done a great job dying. that sequencing. Now he's got the loot hoarder to contest. If I play this minion, I'm okay. I can't tap though. Coin Giant. It doesn't work. If I defile, I can still play the Giant. 6 out Giant is okay, right? I'll play this in contested, sure. Ooh, my baby. We got a really good pressure hand. Double Doomguard. We get a cube and we are in business. So our faceless will get a guaranteed target thanks to the skull, which is amazing. Look at that guy. Don't play anything. Fantastic. Now I get to play the Giant, and he gets to battle nothing. You go. Nah, it's a Shadow of Death. It turned red immediately. Yeah, okay. Alright, I see you. That's fine. No development? Good. That's what I like to hear. Choices. Pretty sure we just use the weapon now. We have 1 faceless to activate the first one. It's more pressure, faster, kind of.
Surrender your will to the
He's played a 5/7 too.
Good demons are hard to find.
I want as many Doomguards in my graveyard as possible, and I don't want a coin gold on. He has no death, so this is kind of an intimidating board for him. And he may be dead if he doesn't Anduin, right? So he has to kind of fear that, like, even if he like tries to wait for Anduin for 8, he might die before then. So I'm hopefully striking fear into his soul.
I wonder.
Because if he doesn't kill any of these 5/7s, it's very reasonable for me to 25 him next turn if I have the second Doomguard. We're tapping for a cube for Coin Dark Pact for the 25. So maybe we get a Psychic Scream out of him.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Maybe we do.
Quickly.
Clutch Potion.
There is a method to my madness.
Okay.
A paltry task.
So he's playing Anduin, isn't he? I don't know if we win if he plays Anduin. I mean, I have 2 Void Lords in play, but it's not enough damage fast enough. We need to find... If we find, actually, the guy, we can have a lot of burst with just Doomguards. We find Gul'dan. So that's one of my game plans right now. To save the coin, try and tap for Gul'dan. My other game plan is like get a Void Lord out and just try and win on consistent pressure. He did clear one of the Doomguards. He went for Kazakus 1 though. Like, I don't know if Kazakus 5 is actually that appealing against 5/7. I think it's very possible he has Anduin, but I don't think it's guaranteed. So I think I'm going to continue the minion pressure and try and force him to have Anduin in exactly 8. Because it's just not that likely I'm going to be tapping into it anyway. It's kind of halfway play because I get to save the coin this way. The full committal to pressure would be tap, or would be coining a tap there at the end. This way I can naturally draw it, I just miss one draw of it. Because I didn't make a play that was like tap lackey. It just feels too weak to tap lackey, right? Or tap giant. Tap giant, and then if he has Antoine, I'm so dead. No Anduin. Silence is gone, that's pretty huge. No Voidwalkers in my pool. My pool is Voidwalker free. You gotta love that.
This one will prove very useful.
Alright, let's get the giant out. We know he doesn't have Anduin, right? Anduin there was much better than that. So, pressure with the giant doesn't rip Anduin off the top, and we're chilling. And we could still rip Gul'dan. Scream. Wrong cup. The slow pick. Slow pick is usually something weird or burst. 11. One mana spells are going by the wayside. Smite's gone, that's huge, that's an 8er. He still has he still has the 2/3, but as soon as these 1 mana spells start fading. Oh yeah. This is a lot of Doom Guards. This might just kill him. Close. It goes down to 1. Yeah, that's why we were trying to save the coin, just in case we naturally draw it. We had to miss a tap towards it, but I still think it's pretty good to have that coin, just for the outs, these 3 draws being it. Alright. 235.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Mage. Is the weapon one of the best cards against Mage? The weapon's one of the best cards in every matchup, but against Mage? I'm not so sure. Probably. The stats say even against Mage, it's pretty freaking good. Yeah. Even versus Mage, it's worth keeping. It's pretty crazy. Most broken card in the deck by a mile. I can't believe people don't play it in their Control Warlock. Kind of baffles that only Muzzy put it in Control Warlock. Card is just the nuts, man. We have a Defile combo. Against Mage, you can need a Coil or a 2 to go with it. And since I do have the Skull, maybe it's better to mulligan it away. Keep it. We have 4 outs to find a board clear, right? But it can get really easily disrupted by any number of secrets, which is why Defile's often not considered that great versus Mage. I can honestly play this just right now and use Defile to kill Mana Worm. And slowing down their Mana Worm is just it's just enough. Like, Mana Worm's so crazy broken strong against us. A 1/3 that grows to forever. So the damage the Mage can really output is just so high. No Mana Worm. Yeah, if he drops a 2-drop into here, we can trade. If he just pings, he's not playing the 2-drop. If he's not playing the 2-drop, he's not pressuring. If he's not pressuring, we get time to play the skull. If we get time to play the skull, we win the game. It's simple. I'm trying to save my health, Dodo. Super aggressive life total saving. And we got these double lackeys. We'll be fine. He's control mage, we're fine. He's temple mage. We're just trying to preserve maximum possible health. Still no idea what kind of mage he is. It's news to me. Weapon pulling Doomguard. Fantastic. I feel secure to tap. I feel secure to play this, yeah. No reason not to. I don't want to save it to play into an explosive runes because I just drop a lackey into that shit. I'm leaning towards control mage at this moment, but I've seen temple mage with worse starts. And I've seen him win with worse starts too.
What to do? What to do?
Volcanic potion means control mage. Okay. Well, let's see how he enjoys 2 Doomguards being thrust at his face. Control this. If he Harrison Jones, he overtrusts a shitload.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Let's see. What secrets do the mages play nowadays, right? Let's search for decks with Volcanic Potion. Search for mage decks with Volcanic Potion. That might increase. There are no current meta decks played with more than 1,000 games that include the card Volcanic Potion in the last 3 days at Legend. At Legend of 5, we open it up. And there are some quest mages, but no, this guy's playing his own off-meta creation. There's a secret mage deck that had it in it, so he might be playing some sort of weird secret mage, but... Do I care about the 2-3? I don't think so. Uh-oh. This could be bad. He's got a sick counterspell into Spellbreaker set up to counter my cube after weapon. This guy might be a genius. No poly. No poly. Dude. I got set up and knocked down. He's playing a weird off meta deck. Just gonna have some tricky plays. I gotta keep my eye out for him.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
I think he's some sort of control deck at the moment now. For sure. So I'm gonna expect a lower burst range, especially with poly. But the general core of his deck is going to be the control mage, big spell mage kind of stuff, right? Maybe even dirty rats or something to be a little bit weary of. Cold light oracles are sometimes included in these kind of decks. He's playing Arcane Intellect though. Doomsayer. Doomsayer is often included, sure. Do I let this go or do I clear the Doomsayer? I don't really care if this dies. It's pretty expensive for me to clear it. Honestly, I think I just drop this and thin my deck more. Getting minions out. The main goal of my... I think in this matchup for me is to find Gul'dan and then infinitely kill his crap. Eventually do the Umbra combo if it presents itself, but I think this is fine. The Doomguard's not the one I wanted to pull, but I'm okay with it still. Because with like Umbra, we want like Doomguard in the deck still. So like 50-50 to pull a Doomguard there. The main important part is we need Gul'dan not to be like our bottom 3, so that we can heal back up to full, win in fatigue, that kind of thing. Because Gul'dan is really good in this matchup. Anacock DC, welcome to Batcave Team Thingman, appreciate the support.
What to do?
MCat, welcome to Batcave Team Thingman, appreciate the support.
An incredible discovery!
Time runs out on me.
Cube.
Excuse me. you
Double
are
Medusa Valet, going face. He may run fireballs, is what this is trying to tell me. Does it actually mean he's running fireballs, or is it just what he's trying to tell me? He has counterspell, right? He's probably running fireballs. I'll believe you. I believe you, friend. He has the balls of fire. I really want to play this Mountain Giant. He could double Fireball Frostbolt me, though. We eat a Void Walker.
I wonder.
No, we make 3/3 Charger. It's fine. Okay.
Tremble before Taldaron, mortal.
It's blind. I don't want Flame Strike, trade ping, clear my whole board. I'm at a weird life total. If he runs Fireball, I'm at a weird life total, right? If he's able to push a little bit of chip damage and he forces me to blow my Dark Pact without my combo, I lose the combo. I'm less happy when the combo's gone.
What to do?
I like the Cube, Umbra, Dark Pact combo. So I took a little bit of a weaker turn this turn to be able to have that for the future.
What to do? What to do? Time runs out on me.
Well, that's a bummer. Oh, we hit the cube too. Would have had it. If I don't kill that, he's got 7 damage fireballs. Oh.
So many possibilities.
So let's respect the burst yet again. Still has coin. Definitely tap still though. 1 frostbolt, 2 fireballs, no more glyph card. The glyph card makes the burst range more accessible for us.
those who wield it.
Alright, let's do the whole big board mega push style on him. Big board mega push style on him.
Is patience.
Okay. I guess every turn for the rest of the game he's playing Blizzard. After he clears this board, I imagine it's going to be very difficult for him to clear the Gul'dan board. Unless he is a goddamn wizard. A lot of times you include Volcanic Potion over Flame Strike in these kind of decks. Because you're just trying to get a more low to the ground AoE for Paladin and Zoo and stuff. Alex?
I bring life.
Oh. Well, we pop him. Just what we needed. More giants! He's at what? 22? 16, 19. Pops him at 3. Popping him at 3 is fine, right? Right. We can draw a free card using this. I don't want to be able to make a water elemental. Easily.
Makes waste. Almost out of time.
Do I need another 8/8? I don't need another 8/8. I could use it. No, it's not be done. We have plenty of 8/8s. 3 is enough. Okay. We hanging out. Alex is gone. Ice block number 1 is gone. Now get rid of ice block number 2. And try not to die in the meantime to 15 points of burst, which is his burst. Unless he has Pyro with it, then he could try and set it up Ice Block, then Pyro us. Hopefully he doesn't have all those pieces yet. We could do a weird double mixture thing, try and get out of it, but it's not going to be pretty. We have the Death Knight in our bottom 5. The most important card in the matchup. Ah, shit.
The cold don't bother me, man.
Needs the Ice Block. Alright, buddy. So we can heal 8 and deal 3 to ourselves, getting us outside of range. So we do that. And we pop him and trade off our 1 health minion.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
We need him for 16. Do I need the faces? Yeah, I need the faces.
Side
Otherwise I'll die.
No. Trust me.
Okay, if we hit him for...
Haste me.
I can see to your
Okay.
power.
Woo! That was kind of cool. Play around that burst range. Yeah, his homebrew deck. We figured it out, solved the puzzle, conquered the game. Homebrew that. Haha.
done.
Warlock.
Your soul shall be mine. I am your nightmare.
Warlock mirror. We're looking to pressure. With the skull and mountain giants, that's about it. Nothing else is really that good. Lackey's okay. Not great though. We'd rather have a giant. We'd rather have the stone. Or not the spellstone, the weapon. The skull. Well, this is nothing of what we want. We're going second, so we can play a 1-drop on 1. It's fine. Especially if he ends up being Zoo, it's fine.
Trust me.
Near Fantastica. Just subscribe. Welcome back, Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support. Recap, so he has weapon, which means this is going to be a tough game. He has like weapon, Doomguard, faceless. It's like there's not too many 3-keep hands you have with this deck, and like, ooh, 3 got me. Either he missed the mulligan, maybe he was taking a poop, but I'm not super confident.
This might sting.
Take my 2 damage. Urgh. Fierce. Kept the giant. Okay, we have giants too. Ours just we have to coin out. We could take 8. That sounds dumb. The coin's really powerful in my hand, but he's about to like drop a weapon into pull Doomguards, so it doesn't seem like a good time to, you know, hang out and eat damage. Try and go giant into cube giants, into cube to more giants and giants and giant plays, man.
Many possibilities.
What you got? Faceless or giant? No, it's the weapon. We were right the first time.
All will serve.
Man, plays around that faceless. We need tempo to not die. There's gonna be some pressure cooking out of this. I tell you that right now. And if we're gonna survive this pressure cooker, we're gonna need stuff. It's not a Doomguard, so that's really good. We can live through this. I thought a Doomguard was coming out. Alright, he's losing in fatigue. We're ready. I can fatigue him. Let's start Faces and Void Lords. We already have Blood Reaver on 10, so I think I can fatigue him. We're not going to win on pressure. He might be able to win on pressure. There's no way we can win on pressure. So we're going to need to like turn the board and then resource trade and fatigue him. I'm ready.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Shit.
They'll serve
I'm not ready for this. Okay, he's doing nothing with it. We have Doomguard in their deck. Does that help me? Take his thing, pull Doomguard, does nothing. Him pulling Doomguards, meh. We just face this guy. To bump or not to bump? We want everything to go really slow. So I think we don't bump. I want it all to go slow. He's 17, we're 18, fatigue-wise. He's about to be 16 too, so maybe 1.5 ahead of us in fatigue. 2.5. Going for a fatigue strat with no siphons and no twistings is a gamble. But I think that's how we win this game. Alright, good luck figuring this board out. Spellbreaker's not super common, but common enough, right? I'm sure there's a way to clear this that makes sense, but who knows? I'll let him figure it out. I think by the end, when we're trying to fatigue him, we're really going to put in a lot of points on mental fatigue. I'm ready for this hour-long game.
So many possibilities.
He's got siphons. He has some control tools. He might have a twisting. Sometimes we play one twisting, one siphon. Let's go on our handy-dandy HS replay and search for siphon plus cube in the same deck and see what the Warlock net deck is with those. There is, at Legend, last 3 days, 410 people with just siphon and no twisting, and 560 people with siphon and twisting. Every net deck containing siphon also contains one Spellbreaker. So we should maybe be a bit afraid of the potential of Spellbreaker. It seems likely in his deck. Alright, so trade. I definitely want to pop this, right? So when he Hellfires, his whole board dies. And I want to set up my weapon and start pulling things out. We're not going to die immediately. He still has to get through everything somehow. We could try and do our own defile. 1, 2, 3. There's no 4. I mean, we can make 3. No, I think it's better just for him to do it. Yeah, you use your cards. You might use mine. We have to tap. We have the ability to tap. We don't have to tap. We'll be drawing towards what? Mountain Giants and stuff? I don't think I need to tap. I also don't think I don't need to tap. It's a weird spot. I have like 2 taps or so that I can get away in the game sometime because he's drawn 4 more than me at this point. He Hellfire pushes. We clear back. We're not dead. That's what I'm looking at. We're close to dead, but we're not all the way dead. That's where you want to be. Right in that line.
So many possibilities.
Yeah, see, he'll defile for me. Now I can defile. If he like draws into Doomguard and has Spellbreaker, we could be in trouble. You got a cube sitting. That could be a problem.
I wonder.
All right.
I wonder. Almost out of time.
Tap this bad. No Doomguard. Good, no Doomguard pull. No Spellbreaker, and we're in the clear.
possibilities.
Don't spellbreaker me, bro. No spellbreaker. How you doing? No faceless, how you doing? Doing good. Whew. I was sweating on that one. Could still be dead.
Almost out of time.
Definitely pushing. Insane man. Another one.
This one will prove very useful.
Let's get Gul'dan out there. I want to be able to use my Gul'dan hero power to help me clear, as well as gain life, use my resources more efficiently. Yada yada, happy good time, yada. Many defense. He's got 10, we're at 14. He's at 9 now, he just drew. He's fatiguing 4.5 faster than us. It's the nether. The one siphon, one nether. One spellbreaker. So no Umbra. Oftentimes no Prince 3 in these lists. So I guess that's good for me.
Almost out of time.
It's good that I know, I guess, but he's fatiguing way faster. Problem is we're out of talks. And eventually he's gonna play a lot of Doom Guards.
Side effects? No. Trust me. Effects.
You command. As you command.
Last I shouldn't have played that for his Defile. Probably has the coil anyway.
I must feed now.
He is clearing this whole board, but his last real threat is Gul'dan, so he can't Gul'dan and clear the board, which buys us the time to develop this giant, I guess. We have a Doomguard left, and that's it. Prince Tal'Daram, I don't know what that could pull off, but maybe something special.
So
I don't know if we can actually
Oh,
finish
yes.
removing all the threats.
They'll serve me now.
Prince Tal'Daram, I mean, that would be nice. Yeah, if we had a twisting, we'd win this game. Interesting. I'm not sure how, but damaging that might help us do a defile or something. Somehow we're doing this to kill Gul'dan. I'm not sure how it's going to pan out, but we have another Hellfire. Like, maybe. If we kill this Gul'dan board, we'll win the game.
shadow.
Mm-hmm. So. These are all at 4. This goes down to a 1. We get to hit one of these down to a... How am I getting like a... I can get a 2 by trading this and hellfiring. And that gets a 1, so then we'll have 1, 2... I need to pop something. Oh my god, sweet lord. We can get a 5 out of this and then do it a file. So we get a 5. 6, 2, 2. Where do we run this 5 into? Then these are all at 7. Then we need to bridge really hard. I don't know if we can do it. Alright. What if we do... I'm not saying it! Panic! Okay. This will give us a 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
There is a method to my madness.
No, I missed the hero power. I found it at the end. Yeah, it might be too late, friends. Head to the hellfire. He doesn't have the hellfire. Oh. They've given us another try. They've brought mercy to us. Thank you, Orange Jesus. I appreciate that. We survived the onslaught! Would you look at that? Turn 5, we tried this. It almost didn't work. Ooh. Now this is some sophisticated bullshit. All he has left is like mixtresses and stuff. Unless he runs N'Zoth. If he's got N'Zoth, he's got me. My game plan didn't work against N'Zoth, but typically N'Zoth isn't in cube lock lists, so.
So many bloody decisions.
We may still lose. I don't know. 4 cards in fatigue, is that enough? I want to hold on to my cards for a little while. Try and accumulate enough to get to the point where I can play the Mountain Giant while hero barring. I mean, maybe I do just play it. How does he kill Mountain Giant? He has Dark Pact, Mixtress, Coil. Those are 3 guaranteed cards. And then he's got 3 other cards. He's got Beetle. No one plays Beetle, man. He potentially has Spellbreaker in there. I don't think he's got another Siphon. 6 is so many. What is he missing? He hasn't played any Spellstones. He has double Spellstone in there, that's why. So it's Mixtress, Coil, Dark Pact, double Spellstone, and 1 other card. So eventually he's gonna double Spellstone here in front of this giant.
Feed now. I'm out of cards.
So the giant never connects. So if the giant never connects, We should always make sure we're hero powering. I do want him to kill it before he starts taking too much fatigue, because I don't want him to get healed back, you know? I want to make sure the spell goes stones aren't healing him. But I think me focusing on my hero powers is more important, knowing that it's never going to connect. Has anyone done the math? If he has an Azoth, we're screwed. Then he's really just roping us out. If he does have an Azoth, how do we clear? We can do 3, 6, 7. It brings back a 2-2, a 2-3, 3-9. I don't know how we kill the 3-9s. Baseless. Full powered spellstone. It's okay. Everything is fine.
I'm almost out of cards.
3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, we didn't throw the game. We're still in it. Everything... It's fine. A little resource intensive, but we're there. Now he has Mixtress, Dark Pact, Spellstone. We know for sure. The card we didn't know was Faceless. No one plays one Dark Pact, no one plays one Mixtress, no one plays one Spellstone.
I'm out of cards.
Oh yes, they'll serve me now.
Why'd I play that? Now he's just gonna Spellstone it. I just gave him 4 healing for no reason. Otherwise he would have to Mixtress Spellstone. So playing this was a mistake. I'm throwing the game, guys. This is a mistake. Unless he hero powers it, then it worked out. But now I can play the Spellstone on it. Yep, we just gave him 7 life for no reason. Ah! Why? Why is my brain a biscuit? I played so well, and I'm trying really hard to throw it at the end, it looks like. Oh my god. I think that might have just lost me the game. No, he's gonna die first still, right? Take 7 and 8, that's 15. We take 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that 7 health just won him the game. Does that take... Yeah, I died 1 turn earlier than him now. No, he takes 8 plus 3. No, because he's healing now. He's at 12. Yeah, he's gonna live by 1 now. He only runs 1 Mixtress. I think I was dead either way. We take 4, now we take 5. And 5 plus 3 is 8. I gave him 7 life. Without 7 life, he would be alive at 2 and still win. So... I don't think we could win actually. Damn. I needed to not play the giant or the thing. I just need to do nothing in hero power, man. One mixtress though. It's so odd. One mixtress and one spellstone in that guy's deck, right? Oh no, he used the spellstone, I think. Yeah, one mixtress though. That's weird.
Gul'dan versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright. Librarian's fine going first. I mean, it's fine going anything against pretty much anything. Fairly solid card. But going first is particularly better. It just fits your curve nicer, right? Mountain Giant and Skull of the Minari are the two best cards in the matchup, so it's pretty nice that we have Skull of the Minari already. I already even have a Doomguard to go with it. Now we're just looking for Faceless or Cube plus Dark Pact. Start pumping Doomguards out. Hopefully we get an easy game. It looks like our hand's shaping up to be an easy one. Trade Potion of Madness, respect a little bit. It's a card that just doesn't do anything in the matchup, so might as well respect it.
Let the pain speak to me.
Let's not let him draw off his Acolyte, you know?
Job's done.
We hunger for vengeance. Do you like to play with fire?
Alright, let's pull this Doomguard out, huh? We don't have any facelesses for it though, which makes it kind of not so great. Doesn't make it bad, just makes it not amazing. Might be better honestly to just play the Lackey. Because my Doomguard coming out and not doing anything, but it forces them to have the death, right? And they don't always have the death. So I think it's fine. But it's better when you have obviously the faceless and the cubes in your hand. Like, cube here is nuts, because we get to kill the Raza, then cube it.
This one will prove very useful.
There you go. I did want to do that. If we go off face, he can coin scream us. I don't think there's anybody who punishes me for double facing. Alright, we got a free win because of the weapon. Back in it. We're getting a groove back. We're getting our groove back. That was a rough one to lose, man. No. I thought I had it, man. I was so excited. We almost fatigued someone in the Q block mirror. That's so hard to do. And he had twisting and siphon. We had no twisting, no siphon. It was so epic. He 3-kept in his opening hand and we still almost won. His opening hand was giant, weapon, pull 3-9. It's like best possible opening hand in cube luck. I mean, better would be Doomguard and then cube the Doomguard, but still. Ah, it's upsetting. Lucky's not as good as having giant or the weapon. Giant or the weapon is better. So, I'm gonna keep Lackey versus Warlock. Even Umbra's better. You tempo Umbra. Umbra into Lackey is really good, but you don't always have the Umbra. You might keep one of the two, you'd probably be keeping Umbra. I don't even think you keep Umbra, but you keep Umbra and Lackey together because it's insane. Coil. Umbra into Lackey, let's go. If he has nothing. If he can contest the board with something, it's not as good. But if we make him have to go Spellstone, Coin Coil, or Hellfire, Coin Coil, it's good for us. Now he doesn't have to do it with the coins. Now we just play the Giant. He looks like Fatigue Warlock. It's going to be tough to win this one. Fatigue Warlock's really strong versus our deck. But sometimes we get there. We have the Umbra combo. We should definitely try and save a cube for the Umbra combo. If he Geists us before then, though, then we can only do 15 damage instead of 25. Which is significantly less burst. Why? These decks often run Spellbreaker. My win rate in this matchup is pretty low. And I'm a gambler. Actually, what if I YOLO this? He wants to siphon, and maybe I can get the Possessed Lackey down. He has coin, so I'm thinking he coins siphons. Says Spellbreaker? Nice Spellstone. Alright, he can siphon now. I'm gonna try and faceless this cube. If he doesn't have his 1-up Spellbreaker, he's dead. No, not necessarily dead, but he's gonna have fun with this. If I pop them both, he can play Coin Twisting Nether. So I probably shouldn't Taldaram, dump Hellfire, make 4 Giants. Even though that sounds so hot. Alright, so let's take a step back, let's get 2 of these going, and then we're going to try and get more. And we're going to progressively build a board while making sure there's 1 hidden giant at all times.
I ain't talking.
Nah, I still have Taldaram. It would have been nice if he pulled one of the 2 damn Void Daddies, or the other guy. Lose a 3 out of 5 favorable. It's not a big deal. It's totally fine. Huh. Well, we definitely want to try and pocket some more giants. We trade, we get a 1, 2, 3. So that'll leave the guy at 1 health, and then we can coil it. We get a couple of giants here and there too. So hopefully this sets up enough damage, right? So he wants to remove the twisting, and if he twistings, there's still 16 left. If there's 16 left, I finish him with Hellfire. So this sets up lethal through twisting nether. So you need to do me one better. That is a sexy board, though. Look at that. The symmetry and everything. Alright, let me get coffee while he concedes. Oh shit, what is this? I'm actually kind of curious.
Darkness.
I don't have time to get coffee, so I gotta think about this. But we should have lethal here somehow. So if I just trade Hellfire, he's dead. Concede. Alright, almost top 200. That's good.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Zan,
Your nightmare.
Warlock mirror. No, no, no. Weapon, mountain giant. Turns out I'm pretty good. Who would have thought? We don't want to play this on 1 so that we can then play giant on 4. Playing on giant on 4 is the utmost importance. So tap a giant. Giant into weapon. Into giant demons. We drew really well this game. We should win. Like, we should definitely set ourselves up in good positions to be favored with how powerful our hand is. We don't have excuses of our draw if we lose, but we can still complain about his being more broken. So it's okay. We always have outs. Coin faceless.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Possessed
They'll
lackey.
serve me now.
Okay.
Summon me to.
I had options to like try and pop it, but it does seem ugly. He could be control warlock still. If he's control warlock, he's got still the like he's not out of it. It's a card.
Good demons are hard to find.
I want to just make more giants, I think. I also don't want to let his guy live though, because then he can cube it. But I guess it's okay. I have 2 dark packs, so I think I should respect Spellbreaker. I also don't have like Faceless in my hand, so it's not like I can capitalize on if the cube sticks. We give him the opportunity to potentially cube this, which is a bummer. But we didn't have good clean ways to pop it.
So many possibilities.
Alright, what does the meta say about that card? It's probably in like some of the World Championship decks, right? It's usually in Zoo with Kelesep. Clearly he's not Zoo. He's Control Warlock, yeah. We can Faceless and Defile. It's before twisting, so it's really good. So we double hit 1 in. We have a 1, a 2, and a 3. And we play Defile. Doesn't matter if we Faceless before or after. And then Faceless. 8-4 is still fine, right? Come on. Dodged a bullet there. We could have pulled out a heal for him with the Mistress.
So many possibilities.
We got 13 showing now through the taunt, or 10 showing through the Hellfire. You know, he don't got no heal, and we ain't got no more game. What do you got? Gotta do some weird Defile play. Sick. Alright, we're not making our way through that. Let's get these Doom Guards popping off. Max pressure. Doom Guard, Doom Guard, Doom Guard. Hell yeah. It's only turn 8. The twistings, we got one more chance for that Doom Guard before the 9s start coming out. Hellfire or twisting? Or Hellfire or Doom Guard, come on. No. We're dead. Tried so hard and got so far. In the end we ran out of pressure. 5. Hellfire. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright, let's use this to try and push with some Defile also. Okay. Is there a way we can connect this 8? Because if we can connect this 8, we win the game. So we have Hellfire, Spellstone, Defile. We can get a Defile going with a 1, 2, 3. How do we get the 4? How do we get the 4? How do we get the 4? Do 3 damage to one of these and then hit it down to 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And then we have a 1, and then we bump one of these for a 2. Let's try that. No, that didn't work. I ran out of time. I'm sure there was something better here. I've tried my best. Fuck. That's the hardest turn in the Warlock mirror. And some people can do it and I cannot, obviously. Last time I got it.
So many bloody decisions.
If I bump with the 8, maybe I kill all the walkers.
I ain't talking.
Side effects.
Oh yeah, heal him, no problem.
Trust me.
There's probably a lethal there somehow. Damn it!
Your magic shall not save.
I must feed now. So many possibilities.
We're definitely not just driving Gul'dan yet, right? With that last Doomguard left. And still the Umbra, but no Dark Pact for it, but that could be like a 10 burster. Honestly, he's out of Void Daddies at this point, so if we just double clear this, he's out of taunts in the deck. So I'm gonna have full clear, and then after I full clear, I am going to jam Gul'dan at his face, and pray to God that we get there. And that seems to be, from my position, the best we got. Good. I was hoping he didn't have that yet. Now there's a lot of taunts in the way of this. Maybe something sticks. We start doing some cube faceless shenanigans. I'm not attacking that Doomguard because I hope he lives. He's my friend.
So many bloody decisions.
I wonder what's gonna happen. You're gonna defile, but God bless. This is a big defile. He double hit this down to 3, it's a 6. He needs to get down this to 2.
I must feed.
Needs a coil.
So many.
He needs to hit. He's out of coils. Just gonna let it rip. He's out of time.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
He started Defiles, has played one twisting. He might only run one twisting. Alright, we got progress. Next turn, we can hit with a Doomguard, cube it, faceless the cube, and get ready for the ultimate amount of Doomguard cube on cube action. No Defiles. 2 Hellfires still for our friend here.
My hunger grows.
Happy little coil. Oh, baby. We can make Doomguards. Is that good still? It's probably pretty good. We don't get to use the faceless, but it's still decent.
I must feed now.
My board is gonna be so much full of shit. Maybe he'll do something weird like Hellfire does.
This one will prove very useful.
Okay. We need to make room. Now, question becomes, do we want to play around double Spellbreaker? Or do we want to just not? I think we can afford to. I think it's fine.
The greatest virtue is patience.
A paltry task. Cards. I must feed now. A paltry.
Does he have 2 Twisting Nethers in his deck? And if he does, can he beat 3 Doomguards?
My hunger grows.
He has 2 Hellfires and a Twisting Nether. He's dead if he goes double Hellfire, so he has to Twisting Nether.
So many bloody
Dead to Faceless your part.
I must feed now.
Going double Hellfire? Oh! We got 15 plus heat 3 from the hero power. Oh my god. Against all odds we get there.
You for now.
Woo! Top 200. Winning those 30% to win matchups. Amazing. Alright. Cool. I'm gonna get another cup of coffee. I'm gonna pop up the deck list for a second. We'll be right back. We are currently in the top 200. pushing for ranks now. We're gonna start earning them sweet, sweet world championship points if we keep going. So let me get a cup of coffee and we'll keep going. Alright. We are back and ready for action. Man, these queue times though, huh? How about that? Shit. I think I lost. No.
Where have your journey
Guys?
taken you?
Did we get a lose? No, we didn't get a lose. Alright. I might have said if I... Because we just hit top 200 and then I almost got a DC loss. It's like, ah, come on. You still might get a DC loss because sometimes you're like in a game and it doesn't reconnect you. The other person just kills you. But I think we're okay. Priest. It's almost like disconnecting, but you get a try first before you lose. Alright, here we go. What do we want versus Priest? We want the Giant and the Skull. Do we want the Lackey? Kind of, but not great. The Librarian's fine. Something to play thins towards this. It's bad versus Cleric on turn 1, but they shouldn't be playing turn 1 Cleric anyway. We got the Skull. That's what you want. That's what top 200 looks like. Alright, let's see. Keep this to play on turn 1. He plays Cleric. We feel bad about it, but we can always trade and I guess Coil now because we're a top decker. Otherwise, trade and Defile. We had a plan. We found a better one. Don't like that. Now with 2 cubes, the Dark Pack beat's pretty good. He's not doing anything which is spectacular. He might be Big Priest, though, which is a matchup I'm not super familiar with, which could be upsetting. No, he's not. Okay. I'm about to bring the skull out next turn. So let's find a demon. Close. I don't particularly want to burn my cards, so I'm not going to tap. Selfies are us games. Just subscribed. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Hiffiron 1989 just subscribed. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Weapon pull, Doomguard, Cube, Doomguard, Plague down on 10, bring back 7 Doomguards, win the game! Get oozed and lose. But let's not mention that part. Good, it's just Roslyn. It's not something you say every day. I'm gonna cube Doomguards and then cube more Doomguards.
This one will prove very useful.
What up, Endgame? How's it going, dude? Well, glad you made it home at least, dude. Yeah, traveling. As fun as the events are, the actual airplane flights can be really brutal. Especially on your back, man. And if you party as hard as I do, you'll probably get sick at events. It's a weird spell-powered Dragonfire setup, right? That's what my heart tells me. Umbra Cube. I do love me an Umbra Cube. I don't care if it pulls the Void Lord, right? It kind of is not great for me against Psychic Scream, which he might do. But it's not like a huge deal. And if he's doing something other than Psychic Scream, it's pretty good. The Real Drava just subscribed. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing Man. Nix Russell just subscribed. Welcome to Batcave Team Thing Man. Appreciate the support. Ow. I didn't like that.
Demons are hard to find.
We know I'd have a lot of time to kill this guy. Oh, fuck.
I wonder. A paltry task.
Still gets the Doomguard dead, which is important. He's just used silence. Some players don't run Master Spell. Master Spell is a lot of mana, right? We have 16 points of damage now.
Do you like to play with fire?
Let the pain speak to me.
Faceless Defile something. Maybe we can hit a 20. 2 faces is 13 cards. There's a 1 for Defile. We just trade here, Faceless Defile, that's 20. Faceless! 2 outs for lethal. 2 outs for lethal. Give it to me. Give it to me. We can get it still. We have another out. Right now we have 16. No, we have more. We hit. Yeah, we just have lethal. What am I talking about? Guys. I already had lethal. We were trying to get more lethal. Oh! Yeah, that's why we had to do the YOLO cube. You don't do the YOLO cube there, you die every time. I die in 2 turns guaranteed. I don't have time to wait for Gul'dan. So we gotta post him on the sideline. We gotta let the cube do what the cube do. Alright, whew. I'd say I keep it going.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Watch your back.
Your soul shall be mine.
Mr. Yagut. You honestly can get away sometimes keeping Giant. I don't know if I want to do it against Yagut. I don't even know what the hell Yagut's playing. Yagut doesn't always play... Like, sometimes he's rocking Miracle Rogue, you know? He's not always playing Tempo Rogue. But... Generally speaking, you want the Skull, you want Spellstone. Mixtress is lower win rate, but is kind of okay. There's the Skull. There's my baby. Is Umbra in your deck? I like Umbra, so yes. Choices, choices. We tap Giant. He has to have backstab Vilespine. Or we do anything else. How good is this Mixtress? He has no 1-drop in play right now, meaning he doesn't have a 1-drop. Meaning he's probably playing Kaliseth. Mixtress can just trade with the Kaliseth after he drops it. Is that good? We could try and get big Defile going. We don't have Defile yet. I like having Giant open. That's tough. No Kaliseth, that's good. We have we have a 1/2 Defile, so we can set up the Defile like from hand, which is insanely strong.
Trust the pirate's code. I'm in charge now.
We can rip it on this. And then play Giant. That seems good. We play 2 cards, but 1 comes back. So next turn, Giant costs 4 because we draw an additional card. Okay.
This
guy's toast.
90 said backspam to activate the Vile Spine. That's why I said giants sometimes get on coin. Off coin, they coin Vile Spine it though, and you die. So don't fall for that one. But when it's like this, it's pretty good still. Nummy nummy Hydra. Oh baby. That's all we want. Oh, that's all we want. I'd cube that. We're cubing her.
There is a method to my madness.
Give me that void, daddy. We can double dip that. That's fine. We get a coil out of the way. I'll double dip that with the Umbra later. I want more draw to try and find potentially another Void Lord or Doomguard.
Your magic shall not
That's
save
fine. He still has to get through all these little guys, and then we still have the 4/6 body there. Like, we changed a 3/9 into 3 1/3s and a 4/6 this way. Kinda good.
There is a method to my madness.
Power plays, man. Get rid of this.
You command.
Is that where that goes?
Tremble before Talderon, mortal. Darkness rises.
So many Void Wankers.
I do.
Top 150. Top 100, here we come. Alright, I think win or lose, though, is going to be my last game for the stream. I'm so sleepy from flying. But, I'm having a really good time, though, so it's, like, hard to tell. I'm so fired up after watching Worlds. Fired up. But,
Gul'dan versus Nemzi.
more luck, man.
Your soul shall be mine.
But I think the best way to throw your rank is to continue playing after you start feeling yourself getting fatigued. So I kind of want to space it out. Rank does matter. I think I'm going to try and push this month. So probably try and isolate in the amount of games I play, you know? I want to giant into Faceless. Faceless is greedy. I'm not keeping the Faceless. We still want to get the weapon and stuff like this. We'll find cube combos and other things to pair alongside it. It's not always that the giant is going to stick, and it's not always that we can get Faceless off. If we were going first, I think it's way stronger, right? Because if you're going first, you get the first giant. If you're going second, you get the second giant. And he might just trade the giants into each other. He also might just be Zoo. Shit. Nah, balls. Okay. He's not going to trade. We get 1, 2, 3. Put a Voidwalker in the way.
You are not the boss of me.
You're not going to trade that. Play another one. Could try and juice it. Trade here. Maybe we didn't just go. If we don't trade here, he gets to play patches. So I think we just tap and trade into this. We have our coil set up. He plays around Captain charging in, right? We need a little bit more value. I was thinking if we defile there, we could just do this on the patches of the Captain. Trade with the Captain, he's left with a 1/1. This way we can save Tal'Daram for bigger fish, clear his whole board with the defile. Coin Skull of the Minari into Void Daddy. Come on. What you got? That's pretty good. I'd appreciate it if you didn't got that. No threat of death. Double minion pull from this. Play this every time. Unless you happen to have a read on weapon removal. But if he's playing Zoo with Harrison Jones, then I don't even know what to think anymore. Probably shouldn't. If there's Harrison Jones in his Zoo deck, I'm going to sleep. Guarantee you that. Alright, let's go, Void Daddy.
Very useful.
That's fine, that's fine. It's not as good as it could have been. But it was good once as it ever been. This gives us just another draw to try and find that faceless, you know? Any goals for 2018 as far as competitive Hearthstone is concerned? Last year was the first year I haven't gotten first place in any tournament that awarded $10,000 or more. This year, I'm gonna get one of those first places. The big tournaments, the premier level events. I'm not saying worlds. I'm just saying at least one big one. That's all I want. I don't want to win all of them. I'm not even greedy enough to say I want to be the champion. But I'm greedy enough to say I'm gonna win one of those 10K ones. That's a 310. He maybe got Spellbreaker. You're not getting through all this crap. Now we have to kill him very quickly. We want to try and kill him before cooldown. So max pressure was the way to go from there. All right. Boom. Any goals as far as girlfriends are concerned? Very happy with my current girlfriend. You mean goals of things we're trying to accomplish together? We had our half marathon goal is coming up pretty soon, so I need to get on training. I've picked up a little bit of winter weight and done a lot of traveling and eating fancy food with friends, and so it's been a lot less the important things I should be doing. So I gotta get back to work on that half marathon goal. Other than that, not really. Alright, let's throw up some... Where is the thing? Let's see the review of today and what the meta's looking like. We got a lot of green going on here. I'm trying to just like crop this so you all can see better. Crop and expand. So we didn't play that many games. We had an 18-game day. So just for summary here, we versed Druid. Both of the Druids were Jade Druids. If you play Druids on the ladder today, expect them to be Jade. We played against one mage deck. It was a homebrew mage. No idea what was going on there. He seemed to have fireballs in it, but I'm not totally sure. So there's some homebrew mage going around with Volcanic Potion, Polymorph, and it appears double fireball because he was playing like he had double fireball and he conceded once I got out of the double fireball range. The one paladin was Murlocs. I mean, it seemed like standard list. All of the priests have been Rizakus, so expect Rizakus. There's not a lot of dragons or anything else from what I've seen. The rogues have all been Tempo Rogue for the most part. I think Yagut was playing Tempo Rogue at the end. He had a few weird cards. And the Warlocks have been half control, half cube lock. So it's been a good mix. I'd say even, actually maybe 2/3 control, only like 1/3 cube lock. So a lot of control Warlocks still. So you never know what kind of Warlock you're going against. Don't be afraid to just gamble against the fact that they might not have Doomguard. And almost all the Warlocks have had one Spellbreaker, so you gotta respect Spellbreaker. Everybody's got Spellbreaker in every garbage deck, so be careful with your YOLO cubes, but make sure you have the balls occasionally to do it. We won, I'd say, 4 or 5 games YOLO cubing. It was fairly lucky, but I figured that was the only way we were winning. But, yeah, quick show of the deck list, and that'd be our stream for the day. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate your continued support. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we continue our good fortune, but don't be surprised if we end up bouncing between 100 and 200 for the next couple of days. It's usually how it goes. I usually get to this point, and then I just kind of bounce back and forth. But I'm looking to push into that top 25 spots. So if you're camping there, look out. Anyway, thanks everybody again. See you guys tomorrow.